Well, good morning. It's June 29th, and we're leaving the St. Barnabas Hostel, not hostel, but church, and headed into town again. It rained all night, not all night, toward the beginning, early morning, and it was definitely lightning, but no thunder, so we did dodge a thunderstorm finally. Or it actually occurred. Well, today is all misty, so you know, if you were wet, nothing's gonna dry out in this. So we're headed back into town. We're gonna get some coffee and some donuts or some breakfast food. And then we're gonna head toward make our way toward the Whites, you know. So today's about a 17, 18 mile day. Not too bad. Moderate elevation changes. And I'm hiking with the Breeze today. Hi, Breeze. So, guess the ladies didn't want to get up early enough, so. But we got to get her done. Yeah, I did that for a bunch of years. Crossing the Connecticut River here. Get out of the street. On this beautiful, cool morning. Your little swim areas. And the Vermont and New Hampshire state line on the plaque that we saw in the previous video. This time we're walking it with the backpacks on because we're heading out of town. But first we can get us some coffee and donuts, top off the water. We just saw some deer down there. We'll film a little bit of Dartmouth College up here. We're coming up on the corner of Main Street. Dartmouth on the Green or something like that, or I don't know what they call it. But anyway, beautiful look at the college. Looks like Hogwarts. Anyway, so down here, right there. So, probably shouldn't be in the road right now, but there's so little traffic. The Hanover Inn. There's our placard from the other day. Of course, this is from the 50s, so I don't know if we have 431 miles left to go. I'm certainly sure that I haven't done 1713. From Georgia. It's more like 1750 something. But still, it makes me happy to imagine that we have under 500 miles to go. There's plenty of folks here, so I'm going to put you away. It's a beautiful little college town. Well, thus far we've had some pretty steep up and downs. This has been hard to film, but it's nice and cool, so it's a lot easier on the body. But everything's pretty slick, you know. You still got to be very, very, very careful. And it's a lot of bare-faced rock surfaces that are kind of worrisome. But the trail, look at it, it's beautiful. You can actually move on it. So we talked to a trail angel last night named Bill, and he was just full of information to the point where it was too much and you couldn't follow him. Some of it started to repeat itself, which was good because then it sinks in a little more. But yeah, he was about my age when he came through here and did the Whites and the last section of the
Appalachia Trail, and he said they finished with zeros in about 5 weeks. So that's what I was planning on. Yes, that is sunlight. I know. Don't get shocked. We will sacrifice a virgin at the next shelter and get our rain back. But yeah, it's been pretty good. So 5 weeks is a great hopeful. The other thing is because it is a wet year, we'll probably have water at the shelters up in the mountains, which is a good thing. A very, very good thing. See, I'm already dying. So very excited about getting up and through the Whites and everything, just like I was excited about getting through the Smokies. I did love the Blue Ridge because you were running ridges. That and Fresh Ground was there with his Leapfrog Cafe. God bless that man. He really, wow. He's something else. Nancy donated money to him and said thank you, and sweetness, absolute sweetness. That kind of stuff matters, you know. So I think Standing Bear, that place I got the really good moonshine and was able to play music all night and bluegrass music, it got flooded out. That creek that Popcorn Sutton made his last batch of moonshine in took out their home and a lot of the facility there. So there's a GoFundMe page for Standing Bear for those of you who care for that sort of thing. Yeah, heartbroken about that. So it's nice coming out of the Smokies and coming down to a really nice rustic shelter or hostel, and then have Maria cook you these really good meals that, you know, all you can eat, you know, and they mean it, you know, like you burst. So I hope that they do well and stay open, because it's, you know, they're on the edge as it is. So today we got a shorter mile day. It's like 17, which has been my average this last 5 or 6 days. So I'm comfortable with it. I'm gonna go 2-stick it again here. Bye. Oddly enough, this isn't real slippery. I shouldn't curse it. Knock wood. There you go. What is that? Blue sky, oh my God. We're all gonna die. So everything's sopping wet right now. So going through these trees like this is like a rinse cycle. Ooh, a little bit of rock Sylvania here. Oh, and there's Vermud in New Hampshire. I'm gonna put you away because this is sketchy. Bye. Well, we're back in Vermud again. Pretty icky. Look at all. Here we are at the forest at Hogwarts. We're looking for Hagrid. Goodness. It's quite pretty in its own way. Good to see a blaze. Oh, they're spoiling us. Another blaze. Woo! Well, I'll put you away so I can 2-stick it. Another nice wet field, but we've got a wide path, so we're just getting the feet wet. It's like room temperature now, you know, 68 to 70. Pleasant day so far. I'm full of donuts and coffee. and yogurt and fruit. Been eating like an absolute pig when I get into town. Moxie's watching me and she can't believe how much food I'm stuffing down. I point to the bones poking out of my shoulders and my hips poking out, and I said, well, I'm basically a walking skeleton at this point. But I think if I'm slowly starving, that I can do another 5 weeks before just, having to get help. But I need to get this done, so we're going to get her done. That's how we roll. See an awful lot of barbecue pork and beer coming my way when I get back home. Find a place that does real catfish. Start munching on that stuff again. Yep. Isn't this nice? I'll put you away. It's our view on the top of, what mountain are we on? South Moose something? Good Lord. Only been in New Hampshire for a little bit. We've already got more views than we had in all of Massachusetts and Vermont. We summited South Moose Mountain. Now we're headed toward the peak of North Moose Mountain. And we just passed by a Moose Mountain shelter. So the trail's been absolutely delightful today. It's the second time where I've gone further than I expected, or further than I thought I was, which is a strange reward. I think the reason I haven't been getting that sensation is because I am so zoomed out on the Far Out app, and now I'm zooming real close and in, and I could see progress. So it's a nice feeling. The trail's beautiful. Temperature's still cool down here under the canopy. It's warm outside of it. It's all the water evaporating off the forest floor. Feels good. So a little muggy, but cool. Cool is good. So having a good day. I think we have 6 more miles to go, or 6.5, 6.5 miles, yeah. So we'll be done with our day early if we do this right, and be able to catch a spot in the shelter, and then have a chance to recuperate from the day's efforts. Look at this, isn't it beautiful? Some rocks over there, that's mosquito habitat. I'm gonna get out of here real quick. I don't know what happened to Breeze. Probably indisposed or something. But we'll catch him at the shelter. He likes to hike real fast, so I don't. So I'm in front and keeps him from flying. I'm just trying to maintain my all-day pace, that way I can keep hiking all day without straining. Ow, that hurt. Yep, it's a happy forest today. We're about to embark on an amazing adventure. I have 2 or 3 days worth of food on my backpack because I just, did a resupply without looking where we're going, which is fine, So I'm gonna carry it anyway. But so the backpack's a little heavier today. but it's full of food. And I give myself little rewards because after dinner every night, I expect to have a reward. And I haven't been giving myself a reward lately. Before it was a giant Nestle's Crunch bars, but they seem to be melting a lot as the weather warms up. So I got 4 or 5 giant Tootsie Rolls for after dinner. You slowly chew on those and take in the calories. Yummy. So something to look forward to. Still some muck in the trail, but not nearly as much as before. So we got a big down and then a steep up and then down again to the shelter. And then tomorrow we're going to be staying at a hostel and probably slack packing. So we'll probably be there 2 nights, which is good because one of those nights is going to be raining, as you would guess. So they're talking about the north side of Mount Moosilauke being very wet and that it's better to sobo it, hike up the wet side and hike down the dry side. I'm not going to argue with that logic. I don't know if the north side's wet even, but everybody's doing it. I'll follow the sheep. They seem to know what's going on. Bah. Oh. It's nice having regular trail again. My God. It's been so long. Just met a bunch of people on top of the Moose, South Moose, and all locals. Extremely friendly. Actually proud of us hikers, you know, for being through hikers. So they're very excited for us because it is close to the end. If 400 miles is close to you. It's starting to get real. I want to do this thing, so I'm going to. I have a funny feeling now that I'm out of Massachusetts and Vermont that things are going to change for the better. And get my attitude back where it needs to be. Just running into all the hikers there at the deli. We're all sitting out in the parking lot eating our stuff and chatting, and everybody is learning sign language and signing for Moxie and truly enjoying themselves learning how to sign and memorizing lots and lots of phrases right away. Smiles was like, "Oh yeah," he's like he's almost fluent and he's only been at it for a couple hours. He's brilliant. So yay. So pretty fun. Enjoying it. I'm gonna put you away. Got another little bump to go over. I think we're coming up to the swamp. Oh yeah. I had to put my bug net back on. Just getting face flied. The DEET seems to work on the mosquitoes a little bit. Not a lot. Oh my God, I feel the humidity. Woo, it's hot and humid right in here. Just a whoosh. We're like 2 miles away, but the shelter's on the other side of that bump there. And it's a steep bump for some reason. Oh, they don't know what a switchback is in this side of the United States. Ugh. I don't know. I think that's cool looking. Wetlands. If you're in a boat, maybe. I don't know. Oh boy. Never was the best surfer. I don't know why I never caught on to that sport until I recently, when I started having vertigo problems, I realized I don't have any balance. Trying to jump up on a board while the waves pushing you around on the launch, that's pretty crazy stuff. I was good enough at it. I had a good time. Got to go surfing with the boys at Fleet and Miracle at lunchtime every day. Good times, those. So far, so good. Uh-oh. Have some obliterated boards going to get replaced soon. Look at there. Isn't that pretty? Hey there, Bora. Beautiful. You see him? Wonder why he's not nervous. Oh, there he goes. That's pretty cool. It's got to be a damn hardy snake to survive up here. There's no rattlesnakes because it's just too damn far north. Not many poisonous snakes, I don't believe. I love dragonflies. Not just because they look cool, but anything that eats mosquitoes makes me happy, including bats. Why they don't hang out closer to me, I'll never understand. I'm where all the food is. Oh boy. Yeah. Woohoo. Ooh, it smells like black pepper. Some plants really smell good. We're off the bog boards now and into the bog itself. Yay! It's really warm right in here, so it must have been sunny earlier. Heating it up into the 90s easily. That's what trail maintenance looks like. So yeah, we're gonna do a straight up and down. Got 1,000 feet to do in 1.5 miles, but they're drawing it straight up and down, so that means there's gonna be a lot of steps or something. But we've done it before. We might get to the shelter by 4 o'clock today. That's I like that. I do like getting there, you know, before 5:30. And we have a righteous day. We're doing pretty good. Making good time today because the difficulty ratio is in the 400. It's almost 500, like 490 something, but some sections are over 600 or 700 difficulty, but the overall is 400, which means you're not going to burn all your calories up. It's been stellar. Just, you know, the last 4 or 5 days have been wonderful, relatively speaking. And so I'm really happy about that. And then everything's going to change dramatically when we hit the whites. And when you get those behind you, you'll be feeling like, whoa. The only other thing is the 100-mile wilderness, but it's mostly flat. And so you can get your big miles in again and scooch through there. Some people prefer to spend as much time in the 100-mile wilderness as they can because it's so beautiful and it is flat, and you know, they can handle it. Just beautiful, beautiful lake after lake after lake. We'll see. You know me, my goal is just get off this thing. I've had my share of fun, and I want to go back to things like bathing and laundry and food. I think I'm going to skip the Vermont aspect of this. Oof. I'm going to kill myself doing it. Icky. But nice day. Keep running into nice people. Yeah. Saw Sobo and chatted with him about how much does it cost at each campsite. He said $5. You know, that's for the toilet, maintaining a toilet in a place where there's no, above tree line. And so he said just buy the tag for $15 and then it covers your whole stay. It's like brilliant. So we're getting a lot of good information. Said the whites are challenging, but they're doable. Come on now, people are getting through. So you know damn well that it's doable, but everyone always says the same thing, and I mean everyone. Watch the weather. Watch your weather reports. So let's hope that there's a signal so we can do that. But yeah, we'll pay attention to the weather and behave ourselves. Okay, feel like I'm starting to climb, so I'm going to put you away. It's beautiful though. Happy birds. There we get the pseudo scene. Still got all the trees in the way, so you can't see very far. It's definitely remote. The view. We're running some kind of ridge. Covered with trees, but you get the idea. Someone's got a lone little house out here. And that's the cliffs we're walking along. We are coming up on Trapper John Shelter. It's a tough last few miles of the day. Literally, it's just really hard. I'm dizzy. Looks like a nice privy in the background. Hopefully the water's not too far. And old singer. Cool. Nice dank little shelter. Yeah.